Be sure to go to flipsidegaming.com and use promo code 6 for 10% off on orders over $10. Do the same at the Grizzly Gentleman, same promo code, 10% off at checkout. Both of these are fantastic deals, and they help support the show. What is up, Planeswalkers? They're 6 back for more Magic the Gathering Arena, recorded the same day as yesterday's video. Same shirt and everything. That is because I'm bulk recording these because I have a funeral to go to in Michigan, so I am making sure all of you still are able to get your fix of the 6. Today we're playing Coco Zombies. We played a little bit. Oops. I somehow double-clicked, I guess. We are, continuing along on this kind of road of playing a bunch of new zombie decks now that we have Amonkhet cards back. And this one is Collected Company Zombies. Now, you might notice that the only real green cards that we're running are Collected Company and Maelstrom Pulse. That's because that's all this deck needs. It's essentially a mono-black zombie aggro deck that utilizes Collected Company to help stabilize against control decks where we can either put creatures into play at the end of their turn, after they've perhaps cast a board up or something, or attempt to win on the spot by getting one of our lords. So let's just go through this deck CMC by CMC. We have 3 Thoughtseize. This is a black-based deck. Being able to Thoughtseize on turn 1 is almost always going to be great. And of course, when you're going against control decks, you really like to be able to Thoughtseize before you do an Alpha Strike or something to see if they have a Settle the Wreckage. You can use this to see if you should commit to the board more, etc., etc. We're running 4 Cryptbreaker and 3 Dread Wonder. I think I should probably do it the other way around. You really can kind of go either way here. The reason I decided to switch it up and go to 4 Dread Wonder is because this is a more aggressive deck. So we are going to want that 2 power, and that if we become Heck Bent, that's with 1 or fewer cards in hand, then we can return it to the battlefield, which is great. So just having this really nice aggressive 1-drop is fantastic. And then of course 3 Cryptbreaker. This allows us to potentially dump any excess lands that we might have in our hand to make some more zombies, and we can tap 3 untapped zombies we control to draw a card and lose 1. This is particularly fine if, for example, we've just got in Collected Company. And let's say we didn't attack with our Death Baron, we Collected Company, we get a Cryptbreaker and another untapped zombie. We can then tap all of those immediately because Cryptbreaker doesn't need to tap to use that second ability. And then we get to draw, so we get even more value there. Cryptbreaker also works really nicely with Lazotep Reaver. If we have Cryptbreaker on turn 1, turn 2 we can play Lazotep Reaver, and even though we could theoretically attack in for 1, instead we could just tap all 3 of these to draw an additional card, which is just fantastic. Lazotep Reaver is also a 2-body 1-card situation, so we're going to be able to utilize this really nicely with our lords. 3 Grasp of Darkness. The reason I'm running Grasp of Darkness here, as opposed to some of the other 2-mana removal spells, is that we are primarily black, so we shouldn't have too many issues running Grasp of Darkness. We are running 23 lands, I believe, but we shouldn't have too many issues, and this does hit just a wide variety of things. Onto our 3 drops, we have our 8 Lords, 4 Lord of the Accursed, and 4 Death Baron. Lord of the Accursed, it's a 3-mana 2/3 that allows us to pump our zombies, and then Death Baron is a 3-mana 2/2, which allows us to pump our zombies. The 2/3 body is obviously better, but Death Baron does have an extra passive, which gives all of our zombies Death Touch, whereas Lord of the Accursed does have an active that gives all of them Menace. So there is kind of a bunch of different trade-offs going on here, but generally speaking, we do like to have, frankly, one of each of our Lords out, because this one's a little bit easier to keep alive. This one makes it easier for us to kill creatures. This one makes it easier for us to kill opponents. So they work together really nicely. 3 Midnight Reaper. We already have a little bit of board wipe insurance thanks to Collected Company, but Midnight Reaper helps that even more. Technically, yes, we're not going to get value off of the zombie tokens that this creates or the zombie token that this creates. However, most of our creatures aren't tokens, so we're going to be able to continue to draw cards. And against control, generally speaking, we're not going to care about that life loss. 3 Murderous Riders, it's removal, but also it can get hit by Collected Company. That's something that you're going to see, is that you really do want as high of a number as you can get on the creatures that can get hit by Collected Company, while still somehow maintaining some semblance of interaction with your opponent. I believe the minimum you want to go is 22 hits, so even if I was playing a couple of 4-drops here, like Josu Vest or something, technically my creature count would be at 26, but my creature count that can get hit by company is 22. I believe it's 22 is the lowest you should ever plan on going. But I decided with 24, and I think that is just something preferable. But Murderous Rider definitely helps in being able to be kind of modal from your hand. Maelstrom Pulse, it just removes anything that we want. It's great. I love this card. Collect the company, I don't need to say much. Phyrexian Tower is nice because it allows us to sacrifice something maybe that we don't need in order to get to a company faster. No, I mean, that's generally it. We can get to company faster. And then this is the rest of our mana base. We're not really toying with it too much. So this is a deck that, once again, I've not tested because I'm garbage. So we're going to play this in play mode. And I'll probably play one or two in ranked. So if I talked particularly fast during that DeckTech, but I have been trying to speed up my DeckTechs. I have noticed a decent number of people not loving the length of the DeckTech, so yeah, I mean this is pretty decent here against Kahira. Is this Nightmare Tribal? What are you playing? What are you doing? My opponent's playing Esper Control. No. No. I don't edit videos. I'm leaving this in. No. I refuse. My opponent is playing a companion only as a free card, and they're playing Esper Control in play mode. Bye. I have no reason to play that. It technically does mess with my stats for the deck, but I do not care. I don't feel like playing it, so I won't. Evacuous asks, what normally colored creature type would you think would be the most interesting as a colorless card, or colorless creature types and whatnot? And what abilities would you want them to have? So I actually thought about this for a little bit, and I think colorless elementals in a set that has a mechanic that gives like keyword counters or something would be pretty interesting. So I'll elaborate in a moment. Yeah, I'll keep this. Obviously we want one more land, but it could even be green, and we'd be fine with it. Because we can play Lord of the Accursed. I mean, that's another reason Lord of the Accursed is better in these multicolored zombie lists. Have I played red-black zombies on the channel yet? I don't remember which zombies I've played. I plan on going through all of them. By the way, I should mention that the Death and Taxes big primer write-up for Historic is relatively delayed. Most of that is because of the amount of time I've been trying to spend, one, doing schoolwork, but two, making preparations for travel and stuff for the funeral. So that is coming eventually. It'll get here. It is still something that I'm able to work on in the background from time to time, but I haven't been able to give a lot of my attention to it. My opponent is taking a bit of time, so I'm going to continue to elaborate on the elemental thing. So like these would be colorless, right? So like pure colorless, not like devoid or anything. So they would have like colorless casting costs, and then you could, depending on the color of mana spent and the amount of that mana, get different abilities. This could be via keyword counters. So like say a 3 mana, 2/3 elemental. I'm gonna make this trade every day. I technically shouldn't have played that green source, but I offer this trade every day. Dreadwater can come back, Lana can't. Yeah, it's fine. And I can play this next turn, which is pretty nice. And if I get another land, even if it's another green source, Collected Company as a follow-up is pretty decent. So we're looking pretty decent here. So yeah, like a 3 mana 2/3, or a 3 mana, yeah, 2/3, sure. That's fully colorless, and then I could say like if two mana were of the same, like it would be complicated. I don't know how they would word it, and it would be incredibly complex. But like it'd be like Color Burst 2 or something. I don't know. Oh, is this Green Tron? I haven't seen this deck in forever. Anyway, yeah, like Color Burst 2 or something. It's like if you used, if you were able to spend like 2 mana of a single color, get a bonus. So like white, it would be, it gains Vigilance or First Strike or something. Blue, it gains Flying. Black, it gains Death Touch, etc., etc. You could do it like that. You could do something simple like that. Or you could do something more simple.
Seek shelter in my stewardship. Harness the elements.
I think I'd go face. Could be super wrong, but I think I'd go face. It could be something along those lines. I think that would be a pretty interesting way to use elementals, because they're all about, like, elementals essentially are just like the embodiments of mana. So having some sort of effect based on the amount and type of mana being added.
With the art on my side, I can't lose a fight.
This wouldn't be as bad if my opponent wasn't also, like, playing slowly.
My aim and their claws, you're done.
Guess I should have killed the Nissa. So it is green Tron for what it's worth.
I will rid you of your
Hurry up.
corruption.
You're being slow. Chief Joseph asks, on Innistrad, are you going to be Team Werewolves or Team Vampire? Werewolves every day. Werewolves, baby! I'm actually super excited to hopefully get more playable werewolves for my budget Ulrich EDH deck / my Arlingcord Oathbreaker deck. They have been fused, so I can just essentially just exchange cards. Bruh! Cool, nice Ratchet Bomb. I don't care. You took forever to do that. Wait, you cast that? Are you serious? If I get a Lord, you're dead. Oh, no, because they have... Well, no, yeah, because Ratchet Bomb destroys... Are you kidding me?
Defeating you will not bring me pleasure, nor pain. Joy, House Markov grows stronger.
Give me a moment. Bruh. I can feel it in my chest. Blood pressure's rising. Oh, the frustration is real. It's fine, we made changes. I'm gonna need the interaction now, of course, but get interaction. I have Thoughtseizes. That's all I need. Thoughtseizes, Murderous Rider. That's all I need. Got to change the mana base. Moment. It's fine. Everything's fine. Can I press keep, please? I'm losing my fucking mind. I'm losing it. I'm opponent. You don't know the day I've had. I'm recording this on Tuesday, which is my busiest day for schoolwork. Thank you, you piece of... Everything's gonna be fine. I'm gonna beat the pulp out of my opponent. It's gonna be great. There's not gonna be any issues. Why didn't they play a forest on turn 1? They spent long enough. So this is Friday's video. When am I coming back? I'm coming back Sunday or Monday? They might be playing like a token deck or something. I'm not sure. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, I was right. It's a token deck. Next round I'll probably end up playing Midnight Reaper. I'm not sure. Fairly unfortunate for them to get so many Legion landings. Not exactly what I was looking for. I guess technically I should have played Phyrexian Tower, but trying to figure out when I'm coming back so I know how many things to record, so I know not to completely obliterate my brain. And of course I cannot find my booking. I don't remember when I booked. Oh, there it is. Sunday. Alright. So I'm coming back Sunday, so I don't need to record one for Monday. They have one card in hand. I could kill that, I guess. Yeah, what, another tribunal? Yep. Bad choice. I don't like drawing a bunch of lands. Oh, you know what? I shouldn't have let this tap. I could have sacrificed this to draw a card for relatively cheap. Unfortunately, the longer the game goes on, the more my opponent is at an advantage. Well, that's not entirely true. So this is for Friday. I know what I'm going to do for Saturday. So what video do I want to make for Sunday? I don't know. Should I make that? No, I need to make it as soon as possible. What? That's interesting. So I'm going to sacrifice this. Wow, that's pretty shitty. I'm very annoyed. I don't know if you can tell. This would not kill me. I do need to pay attention that they have Castle Embereth. Right? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. If I gain more, they're gonna gain a bunch. I decided not to use it. I feel like it's Collected Company that I should have drawn last turn. That looks pretty damn cool. I don't know. I don't know what's correct. Man, if only I saw the mouse repulse in this deck. I guess technically I maybe should have done the loop. Luckily, none of my creatures are going to die. How many are getting through? 5? 5 times 3 is 15. But I'm at 16? Use it. Whoops. Math is for blockers and you did it wrong. I hate this deck. I prefer my Rakdos zombies to be my aggro zombies. And I prefer my Golgari zombies to be my, like, just mid-range, just always coming back zombies. What I might do is Jund zombies, which would essentially just be... Do I have my clowns? Yeah, I have my zombie clowns. What I might do is essentially just this, except, like, minus some of this nonsense, and just add in Collect Company. But then, like, then it's just like it's just, essentially just Driver Butcher, but whatever. I don't know. I have no idea what I'm doing. That's it. I lost my mind. Whatever. Video made me sad. I'd like you to check out my Patreon if you care. I'd like to thank all the people who have supported me via Patreon, especially Fogwin. I hope you've enjoyed this weird video, and I also hope that you accept my kind of poorer quality as I am kind of making sure to get these out before I end up traveling. Like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff. Until next time, I'll be one.